Hi, welcome to Bobby Cinema Theater. I'm Bobby Cinema, but you can call me BC. Today's my May 4th and my 13th week of my webcast, live at Bobby Cinema. We're introduced to new movies and DVDs that's out this week, where I make my final grade on the movie that's out this week. The first movie out this week in theaters is Maid of Honor, starring Patrick Dempsey and Michelle Monaghan, directed by Paul Whelan, produced by Neil H. Morris, and just by Columbia Pictures. I took this film and I recommend people watching this movie in theaters. This movie has the great resemblance of My Best Friend's Wedding, but the opposite of like Patrick Dempsey plays the male Julian Potter in this movie. Patrick Dempsey and Michelle Monaghan make extraordinary performance in this film. My hats off to rate this movie a B. The next movie out this week is Iron Man, starring Robert Downey Jr. and Gwyneth Paltrow, directed by Jon Favreau, produced by Avi Arad, and distributed by Paramount Pictures. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie in theaters. Iron Man is one of the best movies in the summer, but one thing I don't recommend is the actor who played Iron Man, like Robert Downey Jr. He's a terrible choice to play Iron Man. I think the writers should have got a better actor for this film. I recommend people watching this movie, but I'm not the actor. I rate this movie an A-. The next movie out this week is Son of Rainbow, starring Neil Duncan, written and directed by Garth Jennings, produced by Bristol Bonaham, and just by Paramount Vantage. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie in theaters. Two kids in the early 80s making a sequel of Son of Rambo for a home movie for their class project. Neil Duncan and Bill Miner make extraordinary performance in this film. My hats off to them. Rate this movie a B. That's all the movies that are out this week. The next movie that's out on DVD this week is The Golden Compass, starring Nicole Kidman and Dakota Blue Richards. Written and directed by Chris Weitz, produced by Bill Currow, and produced by New Line Cinema. I took this film. I recommend people watching this movie on DVD. Dakota Blue Richards and Nicole Kidman make extraordinary performance in this film. My hats off to them. Grade this movie a B+. The next movie out this week is 27 Dresses, starring Katherine Heigl and James Marsden. Directed by Ann Fletcher, produced by Gary Barber, and just by 20th Century Fox. I took this film. I recommend people watching this movie on DVD. Katherine Heigl is like a young Michelle Pfeiffer in this film. Katherine Heigl made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hats off to her. Grade this movie an A-. That's all the time we have today. Come back next week where I introduce the new movies out this week and on DVD. Don't forget to log into my website where you can look into the new trailers, play my movie trivia, and my puzzle. This is BC. See you next week. Now get out.